Hello. I'm looking at going on a trip that is way out of telephone range. So the other day I picked up one of these spot trackers. Pretty good price these days for what I can do, peace of mind. And I'll go through how I'm going to use it. I think I haven't used it yet out in the field, and we'll try it and see how long it takes to get messages, etc. We'll just go through the functions. So I'll open it up. I have opened this up already, but normally got the spot on there. It comes with a little lanyard, which I'll hook up onto the car here, and we'll go through the functions. The basic functions are: you've got a power button here, you've got some lights across the top, you've got 3 buttons down the bottom. That's a custom message, an OK button, and that starts tracking. Under this flap there is a help button that goes to friends and family, whoever you set up. This one here, the red button, goes to the international research organisations, and that's the one you press in life-threatening emergencies. It's good to see they've got a flap over these so it can't accidentally be pressed. So basically you can turn it on, it'll go through a sequence, and then once it's settled down it'll just start flashing. It'll get GPS, and you'll be started. You'll be right to go. So what I'll do is I'll hook it up on the car where I think I'm going to stick it, and we'll test some how long it takes to get messages. So I think I'll stick it probably on here when I'm travelling, maybe, if it doesn't get in the way. Just put the lanyard through like that. That should, if it doesn't get in the way, that'll be a good spot for it. I can get hold of it if I have an accident. It's always there within arm's reach. So basically, when you're using a spot tracker, if you press the button here, you hold it in. Once it's powered on, you hold it in and it'll flash after a few seconds. Once it's flashed, that means it's going to send that message, the predetermined message that you set up on the web page. And then the lights up the top will flash. You can see there it's getting GPS, so it's getting a position to send with the message, and then the little envelope light will flash once that message is being sent. So as you can see now, the message light is sending. That'll be red if a message doesn't send, and green if it sends. It'll keep trying to send it for 15 minutes or so. So we'll time a message, we'll stick it up on the dashboard so it gets a good view of the sky, and I'll time it with the phone. So we go in, we hold it for 4 seconds until it flashes. There we go. So now that's trying to send. You can see it's trying to get a GPS signal. We'll stick it up on the dashboard. We'll hit start on the phone. And we'll see how long it takes. So 49 seconds for that message to come through. That's quite good. Sometimes I'll come up to, sometimes I'll take 10 minutes or so, depending on how good your coverage is and where you have it located in the car. If you ever want to turn off a message, you just hold in the button until it flashes red. And once it's flashing red, that means that message is now going to stop trying to send. The same with the SOS. If you accidentally hit the SOS button, if you hold it in for 5 or so seconds, it'll also turn off the SOS message. Best not to make that mistake, because this one gets helicopters into the sky to try and come rescue you. So a good feature of the spot is this tracking. So if you hold the tracking in for 5 or so seconds, it'll start tracking. You can see that button there is tracking. So that'll send a track to the websites. You can set up a website so anyone can view it. See the GPS lights come on, saying that it's tracking. So anyone can view it, so you can send a link to people, anyone can view that and track you. This one has the subscription for every 10 minutes, so it'll send a lat long every 10 minutes to the tracking website, so people can follow you around on your adventure. So let's try that again with the sending a message and timing it. So I'll press and hold this button until it flashes. We'll start the stopwatch. I'll just put it up on the dashboard, get a better view of the sky, and let's time it. "30 seconds, so that's extremely fast. So it must be in extremely good coverage. I've seen it take up to 3 or 4 to 5 minutes at times. The other part of Spot is they do have an app that can track you. You can see the last track notifications and messages. You can also track by where you are on the map. You can see the tracking stuff there, and there's a bunch of other stuff in here. You can set up different things, so yeah, that's quite handy if you just want to, especially when you're trying to experiment with it. This is the Spot website. You can see here, you can zoom in and see where your tracks are or where you've sent your messages. You can click on each one to get more details. And down the bottom here, what's covered over is actually a list of each and every one of the track logs and message logs, so you can go in and individually delete or manipulate each one. You can download it to Google Earth, hide them, map them, etc. That's a pretty handy feature. Okay, I'm just going to show you the website on the iPad that can track and manage your location. So at the moment I'm tracking, so it should be sending out a lat long every 10 minutes. So you should see them pop up in the iPad app. I've cleared everything else out so we can see the first one come up. We will send an OK message to make sure that we can also test that. So there we go, OK message. You see the GPS light up, it's getting a position, and you'll see the envelope go green when it's sending. So we'll wait for the envelope, and then we'll see what happens at the app. There we go, it's starting to send. So we should see an email come up as well on the Spot app. There we go, we heard that. Some emails come up on the phone and on the iPad. So we should be able to now see that on the iPad app. So as you can see there, there's one checking notice just come in. It's a lat long, which is close to I was in my suburb. That's where I'm located. You see I'm just sitting in a car park on the corner, and it tells you it's number 1. So then when you tap on it, it will give you all the details of that message. And if you want to delete it, you can just select it down the bottom here and hit delete. On this app you can also go full screen, and it'll give you a full screen Google Earth map of where we are. Another feature of the page is you can create a share page, which is a very simple way of creating a public or a passworded page where people can track you and your messages. Very simple to do, and then you just copy the URL, email it to who you want to email it to, and they'll be able to track you as you're driving around. Another feature is you can also link it to Facebook and Twitter, so people can follow you that way as well. So you just have to link it, put in your username, password, and that's all automated. You can see here that not only do I have a check-in OK message, I also have a track. So that is the first of the 10-minute tracking tracks, and it's just put it next to the other one on the corner where I'm sitting. So it'll automatically, if in tracking mode, put one of these tracking locations in every 10 minutes.